So, we are going to, let's see here. Okay, so this is a little dark. I apologize, but if I turn the light on, it's kind of hard to see too. So we've got two pieces of fabric here. I'm just making a little circle puff pillow, okay? I've got a solid print and I have a pattern print. The solid print, both sides are exactly the same. This one's a little rough around the edges. Excuse that, I just grab some scraps. Okay, so this one is a solid. It looks the same on both sides. You don't really have an issue with this. This one is the pattern. So this is the right side of the fabric. We know that it's the right side of the fabric because it's the pretty side. It's the side that has all of the designs on it shown very, very clearly. If you think about the back side of this, this is a little foggy. This is the wrong side. Okay, so wrong side, right side. Okay. When you sew, always recognize that you're going to turn things inside out. So you're always going to start with the wrong side. So I'm going to put this fabric here. It doesn't matter because it's the same on both sides. And I'm going to make a wrong side sandwich. So I'm going to flip this over. Oh, excuse me, a right side sandwich. I'm making a right side sandwich. So I flip this over and I have the right side of my fabric on the inside here along with the right side of my solid, even though there's not technically a right side. If I'm worried about these getting messed up, you can put a pin in it. There are two ways to pin it. You can just poke through and you're hitting the table. If you notice you've got a pin poking out on both sides, this is not safe. Okay, so in order to finish this type of pinning, you have to move the pin back up through the fabric. Okay, if you have a hard time doing that to get it so that you have fabric pin, you can also bunch your fabric like this. Just make like a little fold and then shove the needle through all of the folds. And then you can pull your fabric back and you'll have that needle inserted. Okay. I'm going to move this off to the side because we need to start thinking about our thread. So I've got a piece of thread here. It's black. It might be kind of hard to see. I'm going to hold it in my two fingers. I'm going to go all the way up my arm to my heart. That's about how long you want your thread to be for hand sewing. Okay, so this thread is going to look a little different because yours might be a little shorter because you have shorter arms, whereas I have longer arms. I might have a little bit more. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that you don't have a piece of thread that's super, super long, okay, because that will get knotted up really quickly. So I'm going to take my thread, I'm going to put it through the hole in the top of my needle. I'm having a little trouble with that right now, so, oh, I got it in there. If for some reason you could not get it threaded through the hole, you could just take a shears and then just give yourself a fresh cut, and that might help you get that through, okay? So you're going to pull the strings. You're going to pull the strings so that they are the same length. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard. But these are the same length now. You're going to wrap these around your finger. Okay, wrap it around your finger. And you're just going to hold it with your thumb. Okay, so again, I'm holding the ends of the threads with my thumb and my forefinger, putting down my middle finger, or my thumb and my pointer finger, putting down my middle finger, wrapping this around, tucking it into that finger. When I take a look, when I move my thumb, I'm going to see if my short end is under or over. And when you're looking at this, you can see that it is under. So I'm going to take my thread, cross over the top, and what I'm doing is I'm making a knot. Okay. Then when I take my fingers out, I got a knot. It's kind of hard to see. You might have a better way of doing this. Your better way of doing this is totally fine. This is all I know. Some people say that they can um, do this with their fingers. They can like roll it. I don't know how to do any of that. Your goal is that you've got a knot at the end of your string, which is right under my finger. And then right here, this needle should still be moving around. Okay, so that needle is still moving around. Now, we're going to come back over to this fabric. You can kind of see that I've got this, this is a Sharpie mark around the edge. That's to show you about how far away from the edge you really want to go. Okay, so it doesn't matter which side you start on. I'm going to poke my needle through. You need to pull your needle all the way down so that that knot stops it. Okay, don't just start sewing a little bit. Nope, pull it all the way through so the knot stops. Okay, once you've got that, you can kind of see that here's your knot. You're going to come back up through the fabric and you're going to pull, 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 pull. Okay, on this side, I've made a stitch. You can barely see it, but I've made a little stitch right there. Okay, on the back, I just have 2 holes. It looks real wonky. I'm going to continue. I'm going to go down, okay, and then I'm going to come back up. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but I went down, and then I'm going to pull that all the way through. I went down. Ugh. Let's do a focus here. So I have my thread right here. I'm going to go down. I feel like this is so blurry. Sorry. Go down, and then I'm going to come back up, just like that. I am not flipping my fabric over. I am staying on the same side the entire time. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this down.